Yes, if you look at the market globally, I can tell you that the global market is mixed already. Don't forget that the month of August is gradually winding down. I was seeing that foreign market are mixed. Asia is going to close positive, while Europe and the US are still in mixed. That means at the end of the day, we might see them closing the week positive, but for the month, most of them are closing August on a loss position. They tell you that most stocks that are really rallied at the beginning of August, profit taking have put them back. And that's also what we call sector rotation has continued so in this market. That is why you must understand what is happening in the market at any given time. That will help you to make what inform your decision as a trader or investor. Like I said earlier, Asia is going to close the month what in green. But if you look at data that comes from the global market, I will tell you that Germany is having a good inflation figure, slowing down to 2% in August. That also aid the ECB cutting rate again for the second time. Knowing that in US has focused in the month of September to cut rate, that will be the first time. But ECB have done it, they are going to do it again. But now seeing that their inflation figure is still looking southward, so position for them also to continue in that direction. This also make the economy to breathe out because when you see low interest rate and inflation is going down, you see it will boost the manufacturing sectors and also consumption in that domain will also improve. For me, it's a good news for Europe, for Germany being the main economy in that Eurozone. For me, it's a good news for them. Also, if you look at what is happening in Japan, Japan just posted also a rise in unemployment or jobless situation in Japan. I tell you that don't forget that Japan also their currency has been going also southward. But that is a good news for Japan because Japan is an exporting economy. When the economy is producing and also your interest your currency is low or the value, they know where you're going to put it. It's going to attract more sales, more trade for the economy. For me, it's a good news. But what we are entering into also seasonality area, which is the month of the last quarter of the year. After the month of September, we might see a rebound. And also because also in Japan, they are planned also to increase their interest rate to fight inflation. These are the things that also will create more unemployment because when we are fighting inflation, we are increasing your rate, it's going to also contract the economy because most of the companies that want to borrow to invest or for production will slow down because when there's high interest rate, it will also reduce the price point. But another thing that is very, very important is that in that same Eurozone, I've seen that UK, this is the first time since April this year that we're seeing housing prices coming down in UK. That's also a good news. That is that these are Eurozone. Don't forget that UK, Australia, UK, Norway, and all of them are seeing the same that zone. But seeing that these figures are coming, for me, it's a good news for them. That means the major central banks of the world are really not going to want to go into rate cut. And that was saying that what Nigeria will be doing in their next MPC meeting in September. Knowing that the mature economy are cutting rate, are we going to see also increase our rate here in Nigeria? We need to ask ourselves a question. Also, we saw that the last inflation figure for the month of July was also a decline. Marginally, yes, it's a good news for Nigeria that after most 3 years of inflation up of over, seen a slowdown for the first time in the month of July, which is a good news. That also trigger that they might not also increase rates for coming September MPC meeting. They might only be unchanged for investors, but that also tell us what is the next thing to do in the last quarter of 2024. For investors in the market, you don't need to panic at all, but rather make what informed investment decision that at the end of the day you'll be on the winning side. As I told you earlier, like in US was where that the low cap stocks there are now beginning to breathe out because of what expectation of what rate cut in September and also portfolio rotation has also continued in US seriously. They are leaving some big names in tech industry, big name to go to work, to go to the consumer, which is the risk sector. Don't forget that this sector is my finance sector of any economy. The telecom, all of them are tech driven. But now that they hear that it's rate cut in US, most investors are diverting their investment from what? From all those high cap stocks to what? To do those because they know that when there's consumption in US, there's going to be a lot of turnaround or what we call the turnover for what? For those that company in US. For that, they're all positioning ahead of that. That's why every investment is against the future. Nobody look back to invest because past performance is not a guarantee of the future. That's why all your investments look at what is happening in the next quarter, in the next year, so that you know whether the company has position to kind of improve their performance. That's why I said now is the right time to invest for the next quarter of 2024, both in Nigeria, in US, in Australia, in Asia, in Europe. You need to understand all this so that at the end of the day you'll be in a winning position. But it's good news that yes, one of the highest tech company, Nvidia has done well, in the artificial intelligence space. And for that, whatever that happens to Nvidia, either revenue or sales, it has to work, bringing down to what any other, telecom, tech companies all over the world. For me, this is the time for investors to look at the number that got emanated from that company is still looking attractive for me. It's a good one because demand for AI is on what on the rise because most companies are looking at where can they cut cost. At the same time, where they cannot say that human effort is not needed, where that accuracy is more because when you program any artificial thing, it's more accurate than what human being is doing. I tell you because if you say at point two you move, that continue to move, but human being will either one thing will delay him or her to do one thing, but with artificial intelligence, all you need to move faster for you to make enough decision. For me, this is the time for us also to make this kind of investment decision and not to move ahead for what for your investment. Don't stay one place moving around. You must know what you are doing in the market so that at the end of the day, you will be what on the winning side of the market. I will tell you that the month of August, even down here in Nigeria, it's like also to close in red. But I'll say that Asia today is closing in green, while other markets are seeing them miss. But good thing is that this month of August, most of the market is not a good month. I mean, a good month is not a month that we expect to have a good return because every month has associated what either risk we call it or what or seasonality that comes with it. We know that looking at the historical data, August has been a month for what a bad market for most of the investors or most of the market. But good one that the August is gradually winding down to usher us into what the month of September has also come with a mixed trend. Why? Why in the month of September, sell in May, come back in October. Most people come back in October because of what they see that at the end of September, which is the last quarter of the calendar year of every the normal year of January to February, then you expect to see that by October, the third quarter result, which is a 9 months result, will be coming for investor to know exactly what the company they invested have done because this result will give you insight whether you should buy more or you sell more or you should also wait and see what the full year will be. For me, that's why from the last quarter of the year that come with seasonality, a lot of investors will be coming back and also a lot of fund also be entering the market to work for the last quarter seasonality and also perception or timing of the market. You must understand all this so that you can make what informed investment decision. On this note, now look at what is happening in the market here in Nigeria. Like I said, what is the market data? Before we go to what the topic of the day, we're looking at what the numbers that came from Cornerstone insurance. At the same time, what are the opportunities in the insurance sector? What are you looking at this reason to say that here the sector that you should hold, the sector that you should be kind of a diverse, or the sector that you should also put all your eggs. We will discuss that. But let's look at what is the number saying, what is the market data as we speak. It's very, very important that you know this market data because helps you know whether the market is also on the move. Because market that open as early as 10 o'clock, already past midday already. Want to know what is the state of this market at this time. Because investors need to know what is happening so that you know what the right decision to take or not. Especially we traders have to keep your eyes in the market to see what is the market doing. We saw stocks that have rallied within the week, or some also profit taking, also some that some high capital have weighed down on the market in some days. Why also we're seeing that market also resistant decline. What the market doing now? That's why we look at what the market data to give us exactly the position on the market so that we can know what we are doing right away, as a trader or investor in the market because it goes a long way to help you to know exactly what to do or what not to do because with that you can make what informed investment decision at any given time. That's why I pay attention on market data at any given time because it helps us to arrive at a good position. As we speak now, market is reading when I mean market, the Ocean Index, what we call NGS index, to tell you market performance either for an hour, for a week, for a day, for a month. As we speak now, market is reading 96,504.72. Market is up by 96.50 basic point, representing 0.12 as we speak. But if you look at the market breadth is still very, very much positive, as we speak. That means we're seeing more buyers in the market than sellers. We have 21 gainers as we speak now against 12 losers right away in the market. For me, it's a good news also for us to know that yes, we are seeing that position taking is in the market. I say that the market correction in the month of August is what is an eye opener for those that have to design the market to position the right stock ahead of the last month of the quarter. Right now, we want to look at the top losers and the top gainers. Now, if you look at let's start from the losers side. Look at the losers. I'm not surprised that we're seeing profit taking hitting internal, losing their 10% back to 27 naira 60 kobo after they rally for a week. For investors that traders that that's why I said you must understand this market, knowing that Eternal is not moving on a strong fundamental, but on just a more called market sentiment and also what is happening in the sector all over the West, not in Nigeria. I was saying that the the oil and gas across the globe, are leading different markets. Why? Because of what? Activities of oil price going to oscillate and also try to remain above, the 20, around the $80. For me, it's a good news. And also knowing the importance of what this oil and gas across the globe. You can see now, I'm sure that the slowing down of Wando has also reflected on what? On Ghana, but no total trying to give them continue to work to look up. That's why I said perception and performance are very, very important. Don't forget that the number that came from total was powerful, the one that came from Ghana was weak. But all eyes on Wando was audited account for 2023 and also Q1 and Q2 that have come forward for this current financial year, which many analysts and investors are interested in to see what Wando has done for the world for the first 6 months of the year. If possible, since it's coming in September, that will give us an answer what we should have that the 9th month also look like. For me, these numbers are very, very important. And I'm not surprised, sorry, that they're taking profit to what on Tana. The next one there is Cavaton. Cavaton is also down by 7%, followed by the ECL company also down by 6.3, followed by the Conhol PLC. Conhol for me also trading around the 138 kobo. Good one after a good volume that we saw yesterday. The profit taking also hit that stock. Also followed by what? Sovereign Trust Insurance. These are the top 5 losers. On the gainer side, we are seeing that Deep Capital, it's almost going back to what? To 1 naira, trading around the 8 kobo. 10% up, but at this junction, I would advise traders and investors in the market not to take with caution what is happening in Deep Capital. You have to ask yourself a question: is it sentiment? Is it the number they are bringing out there? The number that came from Deep Capital is also not impressive. That means such rally have to be very careful. We'll see what is happening in ROTB school. That rally to where it is now. That's the thing that happened what in Infinite Trust Mortgage Bank. Today, many people are hooked in that stock because even when you want to sell, nobody is picking that stock. I remain at 7 naira. These are things that you know to know. This is not the time to jump into at the peak. You know when the stock is already at the peak. Like we saw what happened in Ghana now. People that want to jump to Ghana, yesterday or even today, they are still the turn. You must understand how to read what market turn, either up or down. You need to understand this. Followed by MC Nichols was up by 9.9%. Then at 1 naira 40 kobo. That's been 14 kobo this morning. I think that the NSL Tech also is up 9.8. These are low cap stocks. Trading around gaining 9.8. I've said earlier, trading around 67 kobo. Total across the 609 trading around was 673.9. 0.9 kobo. This is the good one. 54%, 54 naira 60 kobo. Green, which is 8.8%. Followed by Sokwa. Sokwa also have gain 8.6. These are the top gainers. But if you look at the volume aspect, which is very, very important, you must know the volume behind this stuff. But I think that in Japan, today we have seen a real volume that we saw a cross of 90 transaction. We saw another one of 30. It tells you where this stock is going. Also, as to speak now, I thought 172 for pulling back to 68 today. It's back again toward 170 naira 50 kobo. Traded 120.6 million shares at this hour. Also followed by Owando. Owando is trading around 74 naira 5 right now. Traded 71.1 million shares as we speak. While his banks also had a good volume, 51.6 million shares traded in that. He traded at 3 naira 2 naira 30 kobo, and followed by that communication 17.5 million shares also in that stock. For UBA, it's moving around there. 22 naira 80 kobo and 22 naira 75 kobo. As we speak now, it's 22 naira 80 kobo, traded 13.4 million shares. This is the state of the market as we speak now. But good thing is that you need to know where will you be. As I said, today we are looking at what the numbers that that were released by especially the one that came from Cornerstone Insurance, an opportunity in also insurance sector as we speak now. But the number that we have seen so far from other insurance companies, especially from NEM, from Mansard, from Conhol, from ICO, and others like Veterans Capital, we have seen impressive number. And this is also most of the last one we are seeing for half year. And this one is also coming from one of the strong company in that sector. But good thing as investors should consider looking at this number is that they have changed the pattern of their reporting, which also guide you to make informed decision. If you look at this number now, you can see that if you look at I want to start from the profit and loss account for Cornerstone. If you look at what we call the insurance revenue, it improved. That is from 9.7 billion to almost 16.9 billion. For me, it's a good improvement. But what better that you must know what are the items in that revenue. You must know what the expense for that revenue. At the end of the day, what the gain. You must know. Also, what we call insurance service result. You have to look at it, the investment return, and also have the also net insurance finance expenses, and also net financial result. All these are things to guide you to make what informed decision. But looking at the number that for it is an impressive number, even though there is what we call restated numbers for against 2023. But I'll tell you, the company have done well, which also have a trend that we're seeing in that industry. But if you look at the top line, as I was saying here, for me, it's a good one. But one thing that makes the insurance company to stand out from what we are seeing in the banking sector, even with the present number the bank have posted, that insurance company, that they were giving us, and already the regulators have said that what we experience that government taxing what the FS gain in the banking sector will not repeat itself in insurance, because insurance gain, FS gain, is not that these are premium contributed word for the risk. That means you can't tax people that pay for risk. Why will they tax? Because it's probably for risk people that have insurance about no risk, and all the money they're making, like, even pool of fund, it's also people that pay their premium for what, for if the risk occur, will the federal government or anything will come and pay the risk for the insurance company? For that, the possibility that they're going to tax is very, very slim, and it's not there at all. For that, this is opportunity that we're seeing insurance company on the sector. And also, don't forget that most of the insurance sectors that have relatively low share in issue, the plus for that means their earnings will start looking up with this impressive number we're seeing in part of the FS gain, and also in part of what increase in their premium from for last year now to almost about 200% in their premium. That's also reflecting on them. And not only that, we see that most of them that have small share in issue are going to boost their earnings. That's why most insurance companies are seeing that are performing well. Look at their numbers. And if you look at what happened in 2023, we're seeing that the numbers of insurance companies that pay dividend, is very, very small, kobo. But with this number, we're seeing that in their Q1, Q2, we're going to see a better dividend coming at the end of the current financial year for the insurance. That will be a boost for them. That means you don't invest for the past. Since we expect that the numbers of insurance will be good at the end of the year, every investment is against the future. It's time for you to start investing in those insurance companies right now, so that their enterprises are still kobo. Start investing in them, because most of them, will see what is happening in better capital. You can see the movement from 1.2 billion, in just a half year to almost 5.2 billion. That you can still imagine. You can see that trend also repeating almost. If you look at the result that came from this Cornerstone, as I told that the top line, we have seen how the insurance revenue has moved from 9.6 to 16.9. But if you look at the bottom line at the end of the day, look at the profit after tax. But that is what every investor is interested. After you have paid your cost, you have paid your government their tax, what is left for us, your cost of running the business, your cost of investment, even have been at the end of the day, all eyes on what profit after tax. When we look at that for this company for the half year, that means 6 months, move from 9.8 to what 27.9, and that's a lot of what the FS gain of what 27.6 that you have seen the result. Or no, look at this point here. For me, it's a good one for this company, and that's also translated to a good and a stronger one. Any per share for instead of selling for below 3 naira, having any per share for 1 naira, 50 kobo against 54 kobo, in 2023, the same year. That's almost more than triple. It's a sign where these insurance companies are going. And at the end of the day, this company will pay good dividend from what this number was seeing, even though when they want to plan their own capitalization ahead. But for now, as a trader or investor, these are the things that will drive the price going to the future. And also, if they want to replace one, they also want their price to do well, to go up before they come to the market. I believe that this will help investors now, that as you are doing your sector rotation, you must look at the way of this company. These are why I said, let's share the potential in what an insurance company, and also for me, it's a good one. If you also look at their 3 months for that, is for the month of April to June, you can see that also that improvement is also there. You can see that the FS gain was about from FS gain slowed down here. You can see from 13 to 10 billion. But you can see that the insurance revenue also was up 2.9 billion to 8.9 billion. That is a good one for us to also look at. Look at the expenses here, and also the investment income is very, very return on investment. Also look at it. Also, even though it's slowed down for the board, you also come here and see that at the end of the day, this for the full year. You can see that for the after tax, you can see from 9.1 to 10.1. You can see that these numbers are also adding up and also giving you a pointer where these sectors are going. But we know that looking at your cash flow is also very, very important in your analysis. Don't just look at only your bottom line and the top line. Look at your robust balance sheet, but go and see what is the what we call the cash flow of this company. How the cash flow is it looking healthy? Cash flow is very, very important, because it will help you to know what is the state of the company. Look at the cash flow or net cash flow from operation. You can see that it's still looking up for the group from 7.6 billion to what 8. Tells that the cash flow is not bad, looking good for me. There's no cost for alarm for the insurance company. That's what I want to do. On this note, I want to draw the curtain for this discussion here on insurance company. We look at what is the market doing. That is very, very important for us. Let's look at why I'm doing it, because the chart here was not displaying. But let me quickly look at it is up now, so that we can also look at the live chart of this market and to speak, because that's the key. But if you look at, like I said earlier, understanding what the chart is doing also help you to move on to make informed investment decision anytime, any day, because it lets you to know what is the activities of buyers and sellers, the sentiment and the psychology of those that are in the market. Once you need to catch the sentiment and their psychology, you are good to go. It gives you, a good edge to know what is happening in that market. Yes, right now we can see that the chart is coming up again, which is good news for us for today. Initially it was not coming up. You can see that the market is trending here. You can see my chart here. Good one after the market has pulled back. We are seeing that volume was up the previous day. Good, but today it's not up to the average that volume for the day. But market is still in green for yesterday and today. But despite market is looking up, the month of August likely to close in red for this month. As at yesterday, about negative 1.4. What the month to date is for the month of August. I believe that what we are seeing now, unless market have to move higher than this before it can turn green. But it's a good news for that. The month of August and September prepare you to position forward for the last quarter of the year. But let's look at the other call up our indicators for analysis. We look at our T line, which everyone discuss to understand what the T line means. T line is what we call a 8 days moving average exponential. Because your T line up now to see change here to 8. It's very, very important. So that you know what is the market. Market, it's strength coming back to the market. That's why all these indicators help you to read a lot of things. What is the momentum in the market? Because as a technician or a trader, must understand what the momentum behind the market, what is the sentiment, and also what is the trend. So let's look at the money flow and also consider what our MACD here. Yeah. On the chart now, you can see that on the live class, as we are saying, let's look at what is the market doing. Is the market, can see that market is now becoming a bit strong. You can see that market is recovering. Let me read that language. Market now is slightly above the T line, and that the T line is the blue line you can see here. Money flow has crossed 50, which is also for me a good. That means funds are now entering the market, which also will see how far to go for the month of September. Today is the last day of the month, and also last day of the week. You see that now market is in green. People are going to close, but that will not change the history for the week, because market is going to close in green, in red. Sorry, but for me, it's a good one. That fund that I've thought as low as almost below 19, below even 10, now back to 50. I think gradually fund is coming back. I'll tell you how far we'll see in the month of September. Knowing that the first 2 weeks of September going to be very dicey week, but from the second week to the last week, we'll prepare for the end of the year, end of the quarter, and also with the dressing for the quarter, we might change the trend. But as I speak now, market is still strong. At the night has crossed what T line. As I tell them, whenever I say the market above the T line, it's a sign of strength. Below T line is a sign of weakness. But as I speak now, market is above the T line. But I'll say that it's trading below what the 50 days moving average on both simple moving average or exponential. Market is below the 50 days average. But good that it has crossed the T line, which is there for me. Tells you that market strength has come back. Now that money flow also across 50 is a good news for the market. Yes, let's look at the different time frame. Look at the market in 1 hour time frame. Let me quickly also move from Zoom. Yeah. You can see for 1 hour the market above the T line. That's why the market has turned red here after green the last 1 hour. You can see that money flow is looking down gradually to read the 62 on the 1 hour chart, but still MACD is positive as we speak again. Let's also look at the 2 hours and 4 hours to look at other few stores that are on the Ghana chart. We look at the top in the volume, top in the Ghana chart, also at top in the chart to see what the state they have, the momentum they are having. But if you look at the market on the 2 hour chart, the market is still very strong. Why is it so? It's still above the trend. But if you look at the market is also forming a triple top here on the 2 hour chart. You can see here is a resistance here, there's a resistance level, there's another one here. Market might try to go back here, but I'll say that wants to break out from this level. What's the market? This is for what 2 hours. MACD is still very, very bullish. Money flow is reading was 73.5 for 2 hours. Says that there's still fund entering the market as we speak now. Finally, look at 4 hour chart to see whether 4 hour chart is the market is still very strong. Like I said, I also see also double top here, can see it here and here. Market might have to go back, but to pull back. But now that still above the T line, it's a good news. But you can see already double top forming here. If you see this top reversal chart, it say that market might likely go back or continue. A breakout, we'll see when the sentiment change. at the end of the day. But if you look at also the money flow is also reading to speak now. Money flow is reading money flow is reading no it's reading no for me it's 79. On the 4 hours no chart for me it's a good one, but my this also see very positive right away now. This is a good news for me, for better to understand that the market is still very strong, on the 4 hours chart. But let's quickly look at the top gainers for the day. Let's quickly start from let's do total as example. Let me read about other penny stock. Let's do total. What is the trend in total today? Is this still going to continue, or this is the last trading day? Can we see the such trend coming up or next week? Let's see what total is doing right away now. You can see that total on the 4 hours chart. You can see that it's still looking up. I can see it here, at the point where it's saying the light. You can see it here, almost heading to 700. But you can see that MACD is still bullish. Money flows at 79 for me. It's okay. But let me take the stock to 1 hour first. That will be very good. On the 1 hour, I see that this strike has been a place that it touched to I mean that it's still struggling to cross 700. This at the point the highest has been 69, 679, 83. You can see a breakout of this. You can see this for 1 hour chart. Once able to break out before you now know. But if you look at the money flow is very strong. But on the loser chart, let's look at the one that is let's look at what is happening to Entana. These are oil sector, watching that have dominated the market recently. Let's see what the Entana is doing right away now. Entana is already on profit taking. But let's see how far it will go on the SAT movement. Here, you can see that it already come below the T line. The sign of weakness. You can see that it's slow down here. As quick now trying to still going down. Volume money flow. You can see as they're selling, money flow is looking down. MACD has gone bearish. You can see it here on the 1 hour chart for the stock. But finally, we look at what JP is doing. JP is leading in volume. Look at Julius Berger, what Julius Berger is doing here. That also give us a clue of what the stock is doing. Let's see what Julius Berger is also doing at this point. JP, let's see what Julius Berger is doing. Julius Berger, you can see on the 1 hour chart, it has gone up as high as almost getting to this morning. I thought almost getting to above 180. You can see it here, but now back to what around the down. Then I'm trying to go up again. Now you can see the steady decline. This is the 1 hour chart. The next you can see that it's trying to come up again, but around the 170.25. And you can see the drop here because of this profit taking here, coming low but not rebounding. You can see that MACD is still very it's still bullish, but already give a sign that it crossed of this signal line to confirm what a bearish MACD. And this for 1 hour chart. Now on this note, I will say thank you for your time. But for those that are preparing for tomorrow class, I will tell you that tomorrow class is really loaded for this the last trading week of the month, for us to look at the month performance. And at the same time, where are we heading to? Will the book continue in this last day of the year? Already we're entering the last 4 months, and I believe that also will have a of changing the market. Let's see how to prepare, and that's why we are fully prepared for tomorrow class. For those that are in Q&A, look forward to discuss further what will shape the market in September, and then time the last quarter of the year. All will be discussed in tomorrow class, hopefully by Thursday. On this note, I'll say thank you and see you on Monday, hopefully. Bye.